Hey, what's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you with a video. Again, I apologize for not having a lot of content put out. Um, Recently, I've been okay, just been working a lot, focused on school, just getting priorities and everything in order over here in my personal life and everything. But we're doing okay. We're making it through, and we're gonna try to make this one quick tonight. As I'm recording this, it's currently 11 o'clock local time here in Alabama, and we want to talk some Hokie football tonight. Virginia Tech, Brent Pry, year two coming up after a 3-8 disaster of a season, tied sixth in the Coastal Division for the ACC. Brent Pry probably does have some potential replacing Justin Fuente, who was the previous head coach at Virginia Tech, who I thought early on in his career did really well. You know, you go back to 2016, went to a 10-4 record, finished first in the Coastal Division, made it to the ACC title, won the Belk Bowl. 2017 rolls around for Fuente. He goes 9-4. Then he falls off a little bit, 6-7 with a ball loss, three straight ball losses in 17, 18, and 19. 8-5 in 19, 5-6 in the COVID year, and then fired halfway through 2021, 5-5 start. And they said after that, yeah, he's got to go. So it's they failed to qualify for a bowl, and it snapped Virginia Tech's 29-year streak of bowl games, the longest in the country at the time of it during the 2021 campaign. They agreed to mutually part ways with 2 games remaining in the 2021 season. They had lost to teams like Notre Dame, Pitt, Syracuse, and Boston College, of course, in that year, and Fuente is out the door. Now, that being said, we now have Brent Pry who comes in. What can he do? I think he's got potential. You look back at last year, 3-8 to start the season, but you look at honestly a team that didn't have a lot of breathing room, didn't have much to work with. They had, how do I put this? Virginia Tech, by the way, they're favored in their first game by 13.5 against Old Dominion. A game they'll probably win, but it wouldn't surprise me if they come out and get destroyed, drop a few games, things don't go their way. Grant Wells at quarterback. Behind him, you have Jason Brown, 65 yards for him last season. You have Keyshawn King at running back. And I could keep going. I could keep going down the list. I think the recruiting for Virginia Tech is okay. It's not great. Is it where it needs to be? Probably, probably not. I think it could do better. I think Brent Pry could do better in recruiting a little bit. Think they have the players there. Again, I have said this before. I don't want to be the guy to come on here and say that a player is terrible, awful, can't play football. I don't want to be that guy. So I don't want to come on here and say, well, Virginia doesn't have any good players and any, especially about a team that I'm just going to be honest, I don't have all the knowledge in the world about. I have nothing against Virginia Tech. In fact, I'll give a shout out right now to Hokie for Life, who I haven't seen on here in a while. I hope you're doing okay. And if you're watching this, thanks so much, buddy. We miss seeing you on here, and hope you can come on the show sometime. Virginia Tech, I think, is a program that has loyal fans, great administration, great athletic department, really good in basketball and other sports out there. I think maybe in baseball too. I'm going to be honest. I don't know about baseball and softball. Definitely good. I know they're good at women's basketball. Virginia Tech is in a position they are in desperate need of a rebuild. They need someone to come in, turn this thing around, and get back to being competitive. Is the goal a bowl game? I think yes, but it doesn't have to happen right away. Again, what they did last year, 2022, 3-8 overall, 1-6 in the ACC. Again, you're watching Christian Ballard, Ballard Sports Media, 2023 Virginia Tech Hokies preview for the season. 3-8 overall. Their 3 wins were to Boston College, Wofford, and then the final game against Liberty and Hugh Freeze, who's now at Auburn. The Virginia game, I'm going to be honest, I don't know what happened. That got canceled on rivalry weekend. Got canceled. Maybe they were out looking for a coach or something. They wouldn't have been looking for a coach. What am I talking about? Brent Pryce, the coach last year. He's the coach this year, too. I apologize. But Brent Pry, 3-8 last year, 1-6 in conference play, tied 6 in the Coastal Division. Is it a bad start? I don't know. Again, I don't have all the knowledge of Virginia Tech. I don't know what the expectations are. I would say basic for a team like Virginia Tech. It should be to get to a bowl game. But you don't have to get mad and get heated because the coach didn't do that his first season. Definitely not. We'll see if he can do it this year. Let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule for this year in 2023 for Virginia Tech. Want to pull this up here. Old Dominion, Purdue at home, at Rutgers, at Marshall. Then you got to play Pitt at Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia, at Florida State, who's going to be tough and competing for the ACC title. I think the ACC is between Florida State, Clemson, and North Carolina. One of those 3 teams will win it. They get rid of divisions this year, so it's fair game for anybody. Don't have to worry about winning a division. Homecoming game against Wake Forest, another great team, but I think without Sam Hartman, the offense is decent at best, and they take steps back. October 21st, you get a bye week. Syracuse, at Louisville, at Boston College, NC State, and at Virginia. Saturday, November 25th, same day as Georgia Tech, Clemson, South Carolina, the Iron Bowl, Michigan, Ohio State, the game, rivalry Saturday, rivalry weekend. Look forward to it. Can't wait. I love to watch Virginia Tech. I know they've had some good years in years past. They've won bowl games. They've had some good coaches. But the past few years have just kind of been a downfall, haven't they? Gotta be. Gotta be. So we look at it this year. Any trap games on the schedule, I put question marks because I really don't see games. Whoa, they should win this, but they could lose. Old Dominion, week 1, most likely. Purdue, I don't want to say you should win that. Purdue's pretty good. At Rutgers, Rutgers is improved. It's on the road in New Jersey and Piscataway. At Marshall. Marshall got Notre Dame last year, didn't they? I think they did. Pitt, at Florida State, Wake Forest. Those aren't traps. Those are more so possible. You won't be favored. They're not even possible upsets. Possible upsets I have I'm just being open and honest tonight in this video. None really, maybe Purdue. And I say maybe Purdue because if you come out and you have some momentum being undefeated going into a week 2 game that's at home and in the afternoon, if you beat Purdue, you got to turn around and go play Rutgers on the road. What if you beat them? You're 3-0. Can you beat Marshall on the road? 4-0. Pitt, get into the conference play. You take care of business. You're 5-0 going into the Florida State game, which I can guarantee you will be a loss. So I'll keep this video short and to the point. I'm going to go ahead and predict. I think they go 3-9. I really do. I just don't see too much room for Virginia Tech this year that they can really pull off a miracle season, get to a bowl game. I think Brent Pry could be the right hire. I think last year was definitely for Brent Pry, it was just to see where things were. You kind of got a feel for the program. You understand they're in a bad spot. This is a make or break year. I'm not saying that if he chokes, if he fails, you fire the guy. No. But what you do is this is going to be a year you could say, okay, it's year 2. Did he have improvement? And if he did, great. But what if he does worse? He had 3 wins last season. 3. 8 losses. What if you go 2-9, 2-10, whatever? How many games do they have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They got 12 games this year. Okay. What if you go 2-10, 3-9? That's bad. I'm not saying you fire Brent Pry over it. You give him maybe one more year after that. But I think the goal at long term, you want to get back to a bowl game if you're Virginia Tech. I don't think you need to rush it. Try to hit 4 or 5 wins, get a little bit of breathing room, get some extra wins in, and I think you'll be all right. I really do. I think that Virginia Tech has a lot to work towards, but a lot of work to do. They want something big for this program. They really do. I can see it. I think college football fans, look, we've seen Virginia Tech at good times and bad. They're a fun team to watch. This is a team, they play Metallica at their stadium. Metallica. Come on. They can't be that bad of a team. That song gets them hyped up. You know what I'm saying? You got to be winning 6 or 7 games a year. I'm just saying. I want to hear from you guys in the comments below what you think of Virginia Tech this season and going forward with Brent Pry. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. He's got a great plan. Trust and believe that. And that's pretty much it. The wins that I'll give them, by the way, sorry to skip that. I would say you beat Old Dominion. I wanted to take a bowl claim. I think late in the year they'll get past Virginia. And I think Boston College. Now, I'm not giving a at most prediction here. 3-9 is not their ceiling, I promise you. It could very much be 5-7. I just don't see them making a bowl game this year. But 3 to 5 wins, somewhere in that window to start for Brent Pry. Man, I would advise Virginia Tech not to fire the man if he hits like 4 or 5 wins. I say give it a little bit more time and see what he can do. I know they're desperate. I know they want that coach. They want to get to that bowl game. They want to hit 7 or 8 wins. They want to be more competitive in the ACC. Give it time with Brent Pry. Trust him. Give it a chance. I love y'all. Y'all have a good one. Jesus loves you. Virginia Tech 3-9 is the record for Ballard Sports Media. We'll get more content out very soon. I love y'all. We'll keep putting it out. We'll keep showing up. And until next time, Ballard Sports Media checking out. Love y'all. Y'all have a good night, good week. Be safe.